Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to another mini session of the Battered Smalls. Joining me this time is Layla M.
Hi, I'm sick and in the phone dimension. This is going to be great.
You know, I thought we got the bugs out of the app version of Layla M.
Bugged up version.
Oh well, this is the third try. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Guess it's lame of phlegm today.
Just as long as don't sneeze and followed by ew.
I wouldn't dream of it.
It's been a few days since the Smalls returned to home from the Lord and Lady Orphanage Children's Day. Everyone else doing their bits and pieces. Okasan's being Okasan. And, well, apparently his sermons have become a bit more colourful of late. With the talk of tacos and flan. Also, for anyone paying attention to the mail, there was apparently the Way of Lord Puddy New Testament being put out by Okasan, and Old Testament being put out by that kid at the orphanage.
I mean, I guess he wasn't aware something after all, so I guess this is okay.
Some reach outs has been occurring within the guilds. Has been noticed on the notice board about bits and pieces going on. The most notable thing is about the dragon. The curious thing about the dragon, for those reading the notices, is that damage only occurs after someone picks a fight with it. Because it's been noticed this dragon of night sky is able to pass through solid matter. Some even deem that this thing may be undead. Others not so, because it just seems to act like a typical undead. Snark's workshop seems to have become a little off-putting to you of late, because him and Cranky Raven Man have entered into another war with one another.
Never ends.
That has resulted in numerous magical mishaps happening in this workshop, and for the library, certain mechanical mishaps have been happening.
What kind of mechanical mishaps?
Spring-loaded floor tiles. Some classics from the Zarzip guide to custard-based traps, with numerous custard buckets being loaded on key positions. There have been a few innocent casualties caught along the way.
Casualties?
There's been a lot of custard about the place.
Tell my husband I never loved him. It's gone too far.
Yes. But otherwise, things have been quiet. You have noticed about the place a floating bonsai tree.
Okay.
And,
This is.
And if you stare at it long enough, you swear you can hear, "You see nothing."
I guess I don't. Just gonna walk away. I have to pick my battles.
You've also noticed that Alamar has been very much absent for a while now.
Who's Alamar again?
Snooty elf wizard who's basically gossip.
Oh.
In other words, the tosspot that no one likes.
Has Lo met them?
Sorry, what was that again?
Has Lo met them?
Uh, they say at some point you did cross paths, but they gave you such a greasy feel. That that makes, but then being a cleric of the gear, there is some affiliation for Greece for the practical purposes. Anima felt greasy in the bad sense that
Yeah.
you never truly interacted with it.
Yeah, again, pick your battles.
Yeah. You don't have any set appointments for Dr. Human, but he's given you open invite that if he's ever not busy, you're welcome to come for a casual appointment should you need it.
I guess I do have a couple of things to talk about. I'm gonna pay him a visit.
Okay, and along the way you notice a few flyers for being for out in town. In case of a new, the library is having a book fair going on. The marketplace is in town for wares being imported from different islands. Hell, even one of the stalls has managed to get a hold of some of Lady Kiki's famous cheese, and apparently they were only open for an hour before the entire stock was bought.
this. Maybe this whole island is like this, I guess.
So you make your way around the guild. You know, notice more lines being painted about the place to make sure everyone gets where they are. Some lines you can't explain for what purpose they are. They're just there. Apparently, there's one that's yellow, got adventure written next to it, and this guy in a suit with his head held down, just following it, even to the point of when the when the line goes up the wall, around, across the ceiling, down the other wall, spiraling down the corridor, the man's still following it.
Was it? I Did that thing follow us from the boat? Lo just keeps walking. They do not want to engage.
So after some bemusing scenes, you pass by one of Okusan giving a last minute sermon on the New Testament of Lord Putty.
New Testament. Low eyes the taco hat, still mildly concerned, but it's been proven that there's no like dark, evil dark magic. So they just let it happen.
And finally, you reach the doctor's office.
That felt like a longer walk than it needed to be. Hello, Mr. Human.
with a knocking upon the door, it pulls open. The doctor's sat behind his desk. You're not sure how it opened because it is a fair distance between the door and his desk. Ah, no, it's good to see you.
Hey, uh, a lot of things have happened. Uh, they take a seat, and, so, the, I went back to the Lord and Lady Orphanage. It was a thing that happened. I mean, I guess it was nice, but, uh, I think something's happened to my brain.
The dog leans forward. He's eyeing you carefully.
I, um, a lot of people there recognized me. I'd been there for a long time, and they told me it was because I was. And, I think, I mean, I told you I grew up in a church, so obviously something doesn't add up. Um, I I think someone messed with my memories or something, and now I'm trying to like put the pieces back together, but I don't really know what to do.
That's that is both curious and something rather major.
Yeah, Lady Kiki looked at it. Something definitely happened to me.
Your man just nods. He's making notes.
Mm.
If you don't mind, I can see about following some routes of mine, possibly seeing if there's something we can do for you.
Uh, I I'll take any help I can get. That sounded rude, but yes, please, thank you.
No, no, that is perfectly fine.
But how exactly would you do that?
Uh, let's just say I know a few folks, a few not of this world. It's a case of, well, as you see, I'm not your typical head doctor, so I have a few more avenues to explore. Admittedly, I've got a few things to needing to do today, but I can see about chasing up some options after my hours have come to a close.
I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Lo's just trying to think of like something else that might be important, or like they feel like the situation's really awkward, like just the conversation, but like they don't know how to like make it not awkward. So there's just like a weird silence for a moment.
So, oh, was there anything in particular you would say would stand out in your attendance of the Children's Day events? Well, other than the whole someone tampering with your memories.
Oh, well, apparently I had one really good friend there. Her name was Mercy, and she was a tiefling too. And she she was really nice. She gave me like a hiding space. Like she knew I was gonna get overwhelmed there or something. I I didn't know I could connect with people like that.
This world does offer kind surprises now and again, and and it is good to hear that you have at least in the past made these connections.
Yeah, wish I could remember it, but one step at a time, I guess.
One step at a time.
um, anything happened while we were gone?
Um, Nothing more than usual. Case of this that Snark and the cranky Raven man seem to have really fallen out this time. Don't even know what caused it.
Uh, yeah, I saw that. Was it custard on the floor?
Yeah. Apparently, someone's been stealing the supplies from the kitchen, and Ramsey's actually we don't care. Ramsey does not use custard in any particular tasteful manner.
Mm.
And I'm speaking as someone with tentacles on my face.
I I mean, um, but cool. Uh, I guess. Uh, maybe I should go. I guess you have things to do. Uh, but thank you for offering to help me.
The offer will always be there. My door will be there for you to come, and if you need another journal, that's always there. He just waves to his hand, and there's a big stack of journals, and you notice some sponsor tag on them.
Oh, that's surprising. But yeah, I I guess we'll talk more about that later. I'll see you around. And they like very quickly like close the door behind them. And they like walk away, like their face flushed. Like, oh, why can't I talk to people?
So, what do you want to do now?
What are my options?
Well, you could stick around the guild, possibly check out one of the classes, or just hide out in the library for a bit. You could
Hide out where?
in the library.
Oh, mm.
Admittedly, most of it seems to have dried out the custard stains.
There's the book fair is going on now, right?
Yeah.
I guess we'll check out the book fair.
Okay, you head into town. You cast you cast the first tram. You hide at the back where these people are about. You notice one of the bat folk. It's not Whisper, but another one.
Uh, hello.
Hey, hello.
Why am I doing this? Hi. Uh, I'm Aram Nasalo. What's your name?
Sniffle.
Out of character, relatable. In character, Lo is wondering what they're doing, trying to like talk to someone out of the blue, but they, they gotta commit now. They're like, so look there.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Uh, you find anything interesting?
Uh, Master Tendon seeks rare and magical books at the book fair. We we go, lest we explode our heads.
Explode?
Long story. Talk later about it.
Oh, okay. Another awkward pause, I guess. Um,
Um, Try new seat crosspick.
new what? Sorry.
Try new sheet crosspick puzzle.
Uh, I, cro- I never really touched those.
Sniffles offering you a spare paper that he's holding in his tail, but he's
Um,
another time maybe.
yeah, maybe another time. Actually, do you know? Are there any like maybe like old spell books around here, or like something that could like maybe has some sort of connection to like the mind or psychology or something like that?
Um, College of Mindbenders, few streets down. Don't go to them. Don't go to them. They it,
Don't
they
I?
don't really help. They more twist your mind. We had to go rescue from someone from them once. That person never seen him again. Never seen.
That that sounds okay. Terrible. It sounds terrible, but like also familiar in a way. I mean, not familiar. Familiar. I have nothing to do with those people, but I might. Do you know what they do?
Um, Sniffle only heard stories. Perfectly legal, apparently. People fed up with life as is go to mind twisters, get new life, new memories. It's odd, chaotic, and half baked, possibly. Get new memories. We problem is new memories don't co-align with life. So person we rescue totally at odds with the rest of the world.
I know what it's like. There has to be somewhere I can get more information on them. Are you sure there's not like any books or anything on this place? If I
Um,
can't straight up go over there,
Mountain bookstore, particularly old books, old musky books.
I yeah, that would probably be good. Thank you very much for the help. They they hurry off.
Sniffle understand what it means to not really belong. Sniffle and siblings not of this world. So if Sniffle can help, Sniffle will provide assistance if can.
Low stops and turns. Thank you. And then they continue down their route.
Uh, at this, Sniffle just gives you a nod and just goes hides behind a new sheet. You notice on the front of the page the numerous pictures of local nobles have been graffitied with added beards and moustaches.
Okay, so I guess I'm looking for books on like the Mindbender College.
That is one direction, yes.
Hmm. The other direction is just going there.
Yeah.
My character brain and my player brain are conflicted.
You reach the market square where they have one of those big maps with the states you are here with all these different places. There are numerous stalls with different people. They're a bit on the loud side for you. You see numerous stalls. Some of them should be hawking new books. Some of them way older. Question: did you get a get any hint of the book that Magpie picked up 2 visits to Frontier ago?
I don't think I have.
In that case, you notice one particular shady looking stall
Oh,
selling selling what appears to be those cheap penny awfuls. The ones the ones known for the infamous stories of the stuff they usually find bought in a brown paper bag.
there's my
And well, more open ones is a few hardback copies of A Deep Purple, a collection of romantic and passionate stories featuring Lady Kiki, sponsored
nope,
by Lady Kiki.
nope. I I appreciate what she did for me, but nope. I'm averting my eyes. Just
I am
going.
just imagine the bookseller spots you, notices you looking at the book, is about to give you the spiel when you go, nope.
No looking back. Just send me to the people who might have messed with my brain section.
Along the way, you manage to somehow speak to a few strangers, get you pointed into the correct direction. Eventually, you make your way through to a more quieter part of town, and you come to a very interesting looking building. It looks to be built into one of the older buildings of the place, but it's been repurposed. Even to the point it's got a sign on front where you can see a pair of hands basically twisting a brain.
Oh no, I think someone sent me to the actual place. Uh, uh, is there like a window that I can like peek through?
Yeah, there's a window. You can see a receptionist in there, a reception area. There's a lot of leaflets in there, but you can see a few people going in. They're talking to the receptionist, check out for your pamphlets, and they seem to decide this isn't for them, and they leave. Just easy enough with no resistance.
Okay, I like lean like on the like side of the wall, like by the window, and I like tilt my head and try to like look in without anyone seeing me.
The receptionist just gives you a wave.
They saw me. Oh god. Low, low, like panics and is like, okay, they saw me. I guess I have to go in now. So they go in. Hi.
Hello, how can we help you today?
Um, I've uh, I've been. I guess I've been dealing with some memory problems, and I'm trying to figure out why.
So, what you're trying to say is you've been mind twisted, pop, and you want to see about undoing them?
Uh, yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. If you can do that.
Well, we can give you an examination with the equipment, see if it's one of us who did it, and if we did, we can see about doing something about it.
Okay. I mean, I kind of talked to someone else about this. They said they were gonna see into that. Um, but uh,
Well,
wh-
we do like to provide options. It's a case of everyone here does come voluntary. Admittedly, there have been some mishaps down the line where not everyone's been volunteering to go under the procedure, and appropriate people have lied to us, and it's they quickly pull down something from behind them, especially this big legal notice. Where it's a case of they, if you take the time to read it, it takes about 15 minutes to read. It's the whole legal notice of they need the person to have their mind twisted permission outright under a zone of truth spell that they actually want this.
Zone of truth.
Zone of Truth is a magical spell where the person under the Zone of Truth need cannot lie.
I see. Um, can you tell me more about what you do?
Oh, we sometimes people just get bored of their old lives, escape lives, and they just want to do something spice it up. It's a case of sometimes they want to go into the past, just rejig it a bit where they've done something heroic, or they just want to remove something in the past that's been unpleasant. And well, we tell everyone this, but the results aren't always what they expect, but they are in for an interesting time.
Uh, why do you do this?
Admittedly, the market seems to have dropped out of late. It's plus there are certain groups that feel what we're doing is unethical, despite everyone who comes here is volunteering willingly. People get bored of their lives. We just want it's just say give them a holiday from their old life. The problem is the practice started up before the procedure was perfected, so it's a case of it's a kind of permanent holiday.
Mm, would, mm. Would it be disruptive if I like took a look around?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just don't touch anything that looks. Just don't touch anything.
Uh,
You're fine to touch the floor. You can't walk around without touching the floor. It's you don't know how pedantic some people can be.
uh, I see. Thank you. I'm just gonna check things.
Oh,
Um,
feel free to take a pamphlet. Take all the pamphlets you want.
oh, I'm assuming there's like a little pamphlet thingy nearby.
It's not small. It's huge. They've got about 50 different pamphlets explain about 50 different things. They're all based on the same thing about altering your memories and whatnot. It Some of them talks about the procedure. Some talks about what they can do for your life. Some talks of, whoops, you messed up your memory. Now what you do?
I'll take a pamphlet of the last one,
You
and
take
then
it.
I'll like,
You
go
take
through
it.
the.
You open it up. All it is in big black letters is please don't sue us. And also noting in smaller text near the bottom, we're working on it.
Low pockets the pamphlet with like a look of "you've got to be kidding me." So, yeah, they're just walking through the halls now, like checking things out.
Yeah, it's this place could be once an old factory that's been an age old factory that's somehow built of stone that no one really understands. But it's been broken down into different rooms, some larger chambers. Carpeting is put down with it reacts to your touch pretty much. It basically you notice arrows forming under your feet, basically pointing you where you want to go.
So I'm guessing there's like a map at the end of like a wall.
The carpet's the map.
Hmm?
The You're gonna feeling the carpet is reading your mind and is telling you where to go.
Oh, that's weird. They follow the carpet nonetheless.
The carpet takes you to a demonstration area where one of the experts and operators of the procedure is basically explaining what they do how the machine does what it does to a gathered group. Admittedly, you're only there to catch the last quarter of it. So what you're getting a lot of legal mumbo jumbo about them covering their asses about should anything go wrong, and not to ask about Mr. Fred.
Who's Mr. Fred?
You hear from the corner a pudgy gentleman in a suit, but he's curled up like a cat. He opens his eyes and goes meow.
And that's why we don't ask. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. And now I've alerted everyone to my presence just for the sake of a bit. Crap.
They're aware you're there. They don't mind. They don't seem to mind you.
Oh.
And so the guy who's giving the presentation, who's an elf. You can't really tell what kind of elf. It is a rather bog standard looking elf. And he's going. Anyone got questions? Anyone? Any questions at all? Except for about Mr. Fred.
I'm tempted to say it again. I'm not going to do it. Um, Lo, Lo is trying very hard to like think of like questions, but like whenever someone asks any questions, like you get like every question you could have had about the universe just disappears from your mind and empty no thoughts. Um, how do you change people's memories?
a late comer. I don't mind with I don't mind with revision. I love this part. okay, so you see the gear, you see this gear behind me, the headset and all that malarkey. It's like a skull cap with lots of springs and wires and light bulbs attached to it that some leads upwards to something else, and a control panel which is covering gears, brass frames, and all that malarkey. It's now we go. Now the human mind is much like. Ooh, how did I describe this? The human mind is like a like a like a Gearforce board where it's all electrical impulses going to this place, that place, to memory banks along the lows, and through careful prodding, persuading, we can alter and change those little data banks to something else, like certain individuals we do not speak about. And from the corner goes, meow.
Is there any way to change the memories back to what they were?
The elf is fiddling and eh, we're trying, we're trying. It's a case of we're only allowed to continue doing what we are because we are trying to figure that out. Because yeah, sometimes the results are not what people really want, especially next of kin.
Next of kin?
Let's put it this way: when someone wants to get away from a sibling or a partner for a while, they make some bad choices, and sometimes they just want to run away from the married life and just do it in the most permanent way possible. Especially when they're all alimony. Also, may note when people are requesting this procedure, we do now ask for what reason. Hence, why we now ask they tell us the whole truth under a zone of truth. Because, dear God, the lawyers are mean.
Lo feels a turning in their stomach, but they're not sure why. Um, but they they've got nothing. They just sort of stare at the device.
Okay, if your question has been answered fully, any more questions? Any more questions?
Uh, Lo suddenly feels very anxious and leaves the room.
Is well, you're looking at the carpet, looking where it's telling you to go, and you realise it's probably picking on how anxious and uncomfortable you are, and it's you can tell it's telling the way out.
They follow.
It's the routes you lead by is a bit more roundabouts, but you see no one else. The only person you do ever see is the receptionist who just wishes you a good day and waves as you leave.
Okay, so I'm out of the building, kind of chest tightened. I've been here before. They stare again upon the building and its sign, and they're like racking their mind, trying to like think of something, anything that might click something in their head.
Unfortunately, the building isn't bringing up any recall. It's a case of you've never seen a building of this design before, as far as you can tell.
What happened to me? Why can't I remember? If they didn't do something to me, who did? Okay, well, I guess if it wasn't them, it was the gear heart. Lo looks around them.
You see around you, you're still on the edge of the marketplace. But it's more into the different building rows of roads and whatnot between the cobbled floors, cobbled roads. Got numerous little different shops that basically like off licenses that sell everyday things. There, there are greengrocers, butchers, a tea shop.
Lo just defeatedly goes to the tea shop. They can't keep thinking about this.
You step in a tea shop. It's small. It's quiet. All you hear is the jingling of wind chimes. You're not sure how they're moving since it's indoors, but they're gently breezing to a soft, soothing metallic sound. Everyone here is quiet, they're just enjoying their tea. And behind the counter, you see a earth genasi of indeterminate gender and their tone is rather earthy in skin, that the hair is like like moss coloured, and they have the brightest emerald green eyes.
Oh my god. I know who this is. Oh god.
I'm expecting swearing at me in the DMs at some point.
Not right now because we're recording and I'm dying. Scoob. Okay. Okay, so they're in the corner, you said?
There, behind the counter.
Oh. Lo just sort of stares at them for a moment. I guess sort of like lost in thought or whatever. But like, yeah, they're just sort of staring at this Jadasi without meaning to.
Eventually, the Genasi looks up, catches catches your gaze, gives you a friendly
Uh,
smile, and just gives you a come here motion.
um, Lo sort of snaps out of their daze and they like nervously they approach.
They just wait for you to sit down with the stools by the counter.
They do?
Yeah, they hold up 5 fingers and then turn to They start to pour a cup of tea.
Oh,
They glance back at you every now and again, and you can see they are playing with herbs and whatnot, filtering water. And eventually, 5 minutes later, in a simple but decorated little teacup and saucer, it, the cup of tea is placed before you.
oh,
The Denasi just gives you a kind, friendly smile and gives you a nod.
oh. Thank you. They take the teacup and sip from it. It's lovely. Thank you.
The Denasi just continues to smile, gives you a nod.
Um, why did you call me over? The silence is deafening.
Yeah, I just need to confirm something.
What, confirm their speech patterns?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you were DMing me. Okay, let me.
Do, 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 do. This is what happens when the DM has plans but doesn't
We might
plan
not
in
have.
advance. Um, the Genasi just looks critical to themselves, and your friend looks lost, looked worried.
Oh, I guess you could say that. I've, I guess I've been through a little bit. Um,
Cup of tea for all. Cup of tea to soothe the worries.
Lo takes a bigger sip. I definitely something with my memories. That might be a bit too much information to share with a stranger, but um, have you ever forgotten something that was really important to you, and you try to like remember what it was, but you just can't?
The Genasi just looks critical to themselves. No. Sounds frustrating.
Yeah, it's the worst. And like I thought I had a lead as to where I was going to what happened, and then it just sort of came up flat, or maybe it didn't come up flat, and I was just too scared to look any further.
Pass unseen, pass uncertain. Maybe path for another time.
I feel like I'm always saying that to myself. Another time I'll worry about this. Another time I'll go back. I How much longer can I keep running away from my problems? I have to face them eventually.
Time will come. Enough, you will say. So, seize fate, seize the future.
The future. I never really thought too much about that. I can barely navigate the here and now. The world is weird. People are weird. I'm weird.
Delightfully weird. And they flash you a smile.
I guess I never looked at it quite like that. Um, thanks. You're delightfully weird too. What's your name?
Emerald.
Okay, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Emerald. I guess I did need to take a step back. Thanks for the tea.
First one, three. But for future ones, see, they pass you a card. Emerald's Tea Shop. Percent for discount.
Oh, you're the. Oh, they pocket the card in the opposite pocket of the crappy pamphlet. I'll be sure to come back. Thank you, Emerald.
Please do. Your name?
Oh, Lo. Aaron name's Lo, but you can call me Lo.
Thank you, Lo. Lovely name for a delightfully weird person.
Thanks. They like swirl their little braid bang thing. I guess they finish their tea and go.
Emerald just waves you goodbye and just remarks, come back anytime.
Yeah. Of course.
You haven't realised how long it's taken, but well, the day started when you went out into town.
Mhm.
Well, more case it was more midday after you'd done with the nonsense of the guild, and it's slipping into evening and it's starting to grow dark.
That took longer than I expected.
You can see some of the parts of this town hasn't fully embraced all the technological advancement of Magitech lamps, but a few of them are going around with large magically enhanced candles to last the night, and and folks are going around just lighting them. And you're standing pretty close to one of these lamps as it's lit, and give us a Constitution roll.
Okay. So there were going to be dice rolls.
Yes.
Okay. 12 plus 2. That's 14.
You find yourself staring at the flame. You're blinking, causing some of the spots to cause behind uh, before you, but you feel the urge just to stare at this naked elements of nature. Something about it just stirs something in you. Something that seems familiar.
They they sort of just they do stare at it for like a moment, like just in like a trance like state, and then they like blink rapidly and snap out of it. That was odd. Is that did I could this have something to do with did I remember something? They turn back to look at the flame. They cock their head a bit.
You look again and there's something about the flame, something that's even small and tiny as it is. It's powerful, it's beautiful.
They get
And
close to the flame.
and you feel somehow touched by the flame.
They raise their hand up to it.
At this point, you feel a quick whack on the thing on your hand from a metal rod. Hey, what are you doing? You burned yourself with that.
Uh, I, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just, I'm sorry. They run away.
Insert a low shaped cloud here.
Oh shit! God, away with this
Where are you running to?
guy. I guess just back home, back to the guild.
It,
It's getting late anyway, and that was really embarrassing.
it takes some time. I think you're avoiding the trams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes much longer to get back to guild, but it's by the time it's getting late, and you're greeted by Mossy the moss covered warfords on reception. They just give you a wave as they're reading the newspaper.
Hi.
Yo,
All right. Um, I guess Lowe's just gonna pack it in for the night. They've had a long day, and they're like tired from all this stuff that's going on. And as they like walk up the stairs to their room, they like pull the objects out of their pockets again, the pamphlet and the card. They open the pamphlet, staring at the big black "Do not sue us" or whatever it said. And they just like roll their eyes, pocket it again, and then they take the card in both their hands, and they smile to themselves. They blush a little bit when they put the card to their chest, and then they keep walking to their room.
now this is up to you. I'm not sure what else to do. Okay, so this is a good time to bring this session to a close.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
So yes, this has been Lowe's day alone.
Uh, uh, used my thing, used my
I
bit.
Yeah, I got to name that session that. It is a good one.
Thank you, thank you.
So yes, this has been a session focused on low. Low is always fun. fun to focus on, shall we say?
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I could bring them to this.
And I'm glad I can give you this session as well, and along with those little bits and pieces along the way. So until next time, be good, be well, and accept generous gifts of tea from caring Earth Genassis with emerald eyes. Later, folks.
Bye. I'm gay.